Join us in this video as we take an in-depth look at the automation section within the Affnook panel. Navigate to the automation section in the Affnook panel by selecting it from the left panel. In the API section, you'll find the API key that allows you to access your game's data, enabling you to retrieve and update information within the system. Here, you have the option to whitelist IP addresses that are permitted to modify the panel via API access. Here, the API logs present a detailed account of every action executed through the API. Any errors encountered during execution will also be displayed here. Let's continue with the FTP configuration. You can also transfer files using this file transfer protocol setup if needed. All you need to do is set up the host IP, along with the password, port, and username. You will receive all this information from the server you are using for file transfer. Using an API, retrieving or configuring the data is accessible to everyone. However, if you wish to enhance privacy or add an extra layer of security to your data and want specific team members to handle certain data, you can incorporate OAuth apps to achieve this. To create an OAuth, start by giving it a name. Next, choose the scope of data that will be accessible through this OAuth. Once you've chosen the scope, you can also decide which operations can be performed using this OAuth. It's possible to choose multiple operations. Additionally, you have the option to choose the expiration date for this OAuth key. Once the expiration date is reached, the key will no longer be usable. Once you finish, submit it to view the OAuth code. Remember, this code will only be displayed once, so make sure to copy it and store it securely. Anyone with access to this key will be able to transfer data to the system. Next, in the automation section, we have anti-fraud rules. In this section, you can implement measures to secure your data and shield yourself from fraudulent activities. As you proceed to add a rule, you can name it and select the desired action. If any activity fails to adhere to the rule, you can opt to either mark or block it. Choosing the mark option will highlight fraudulent activities in the report, whereas selecting block will reject the fraudulent traffic, although it will still be highlighted in the reports. Following the action, you'll notice these radio buttons. When activated, they will either mark or block the traffic according to the specified rules. Activating this toggle will block traffic originating from scripts created in data centers such as AWS or GCP. Activating this toggle will block traffic originating from IP addresses listed in any available online blacklist databases. The next toggle will block traffic originating from bots or unknown devices. This toggle will block traffic originating from VPNs or any other proxy IP addresses. Here, you have the option to choose which brands to include or exclude. The same strategy can be implemented for both affiliates and campaigns. Once you've made these configurations, you can go ahead and submit it. As you can see, this rule has been set up. You have the option to edit it again by clicking the button located here. Now, let's move on to the postback rules. So these rules are for the postback that is being sent to the affiliates. You can begin adding the rules from this section. Start by selecting the affiliate for whom you intend to create this rule. Then, select the campaigns that the affiliate is working on. You can also select the event for which this postback needs to be fired. Next, you can incorporate the rules for the postback. These rules will determine the conditions under which the postback is triggered to the affiliate. For instance, if you require the FTD value to be exactly $10 for the postback to trigger, you can establish this specific rule. Additionally, you have the option to apply multiple rules to the same postback. Once submitted, the rule will be visible here. You can modify the rule by clicking this button, if required. Thank you.